HMRC confirmed in May 2025 that all providers that offer crypto asset services in the UK will have to collect users' data and report this directly to HMRC, which has been the case previously, but hasn't been confirmed in quite as clear terms as it has now. So that's what we're looking at in a bit more detail in this video, in terms of what will be reported, when it will come into play, and any penalties for not doing so. So please do like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can continue to offer more content for you in future. If you follow our social media channels on X, Facebook and Instagram, you'll receive daily crypto and financial education news update posts, which will keep you informed. Stick around to the end of this video to find out what services Coin Knowledge offers. Just a quick reminder that nothing contained here is financial advice, and let's jump straight in. HMRC published an update on the 14th of May 2025 on the gov.uk website, which was then updated on the 29th of May, stating that all cryptocurrency providers that offer crypto services in the UK will have to collect their users' data and report this to HMRC. And I'll include a link to this in the description of the video if you're interested in checking it out for yourself. HMRC confirms that the UK will be implementing the OECD's Crypto Asset Reporting Framework, often shortened to CARF or CARF, and amendments to the Common Reporting Standard, which is a global data sharing and reporting system for crypto, not just in the UK, because 50 countries have already signed up to this as of March 2025, including the UK, and just to name a few more, there's Brazil, Canada, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Japan, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Portugal, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Switzerland, and the Scandinavian countries. But again, I'll include the full list in the description of the video for you to check out if you're interested. 67 jurisdictions are actually committed to implementing the Crypto Asset Reporting Framework and changes to the Common Reporting Standard by 2028. So 17 more countries than at present, with the most noticeable of these countries being Hong Kong, Nigeria, Singapore, Thailand, the United Arab Emirates, and the United States. Jurisdictions identified as relevant to the Crypto Asset Reporting Framework that haven't currently committed to implement it are Argentina, Australia, El Salvador, India, Panama, the Philippines, and Vietnam. So this is certainly bringing crypto reporting into the traditional centralized financial system on a global scale in order to be able to track it better and ultimately bring in as much tax revenue as it can. So in the UK, from the 1st of January 2026, crypto exchanges, trading platforms, or anyone offering crypto services to UK customers will be forced to collect and report information about its customers to HMRC. And HMRC considers a UK crypto provider as being one where you're tax resident in the UK, the business is incorporated in the UK, it's managed in the UK, or if you have a regular place of business in the UK, with this being in order of priority. So if you're not a tax resident in the UK, for example, which is number 1 here, but your business is incorporated in the UK, which is number 2, you'd only have to report in the country where you are tax resident, because the first one here would take priority. And for an individual person who transacts with crypto, what must be reported is their name, date of birth, address, country of residence, national insurance number or UTR, and tax identification number for non-UK residents. For companies, partnerships, trusts, charities, etc., the crypto provider will have to collect their business name, address, company registration number, tax identification number and country if they're not based in the UK, and for some entities, details of the controlling person. And on top of that, for each transaction that takes place, the crypto provider will have to collect information on the value of the transaction, the type of cryptocurrency, the type of transaction, and the number of units of that cryptocurrency. UK crypto exchanges and providers will then have to register with a new online service by the 31st of January 2027, and then submit their first report to HMRC on there by the 31st of May 2027. And penalties can be imposed on crypto providers by HMRC, of course, if they don't do what they've asked, of up to £300 per user if they don't report the data, if it's submitted late, or if it's inaccurate. So to summarize, HMRC and all countries adopting the crypto asset reporting framework that I mentioned earlier will be able to see your details as an individual or business for tax purposes, as well as all crypto transactions if you use a centralized crypto exchange, trading firm, etc. And this will apply for disposals, transfers, crypto to crypto swaps, crypto to fiat, transfers in and out, etc. Because this will be a requirement for exchanges if they're to continue operating in the UK, not a choice, with your information going directly to HMRC. Some see this as being positive on the whole, as it increases clarity and transparency for crypto providers in the UK, rather than just keeping them guessing about their obligations, which could encourage more to operate in the UK, with there obviously being new draft UK crypto regulations coming into force also, that I did a specific video on recently, that you can find the link to here and in the description. Also, that crypto is simply now being taken seriously on a global level, with this solidifying the crypto market infrastructure and ensuring long-term integration into the existing financial system. However, many will understandably point to a lack of privacy regarding our data, especially when you look at things like Coinbase being the latest example of being compromised and having a lot of its customers' data breached, as well as the inevitable increasing centralization in crypto, with many people who operate in the crypto space advocating for decentralization. And I'll likely be doing another video soon with Jamie, the head of crypto tax at Miner, one of the leading UK crypto tax firms. So please do let me know if you have any questions you'd want me to ask him about this or anything crypto tax related. And there is a link in the description to contact Miner directly, by the way, if you think you could do with some advice or help working out your crypto gains, etc. Also, just a quick reminder that if you haven't reported any crypto losses, and you'd want to do this if you have any, then you can claim these losses indefinitely against future capital gains, as long as you've reported them to HMRC, with you only being able to tell them losses for the past 4 years, I believe. But that ends this video, and as always, I'd love to know what you think about the UK's new crypto reporting requirement in the comments. Just a reminder that if you're interested in more of a tailored approach to your crypto education, and you think you'd benefit from having someone look over your shoulder and guide you on your journey, I do offer one-to-one coaching to those who have the desire and the means to educate themselves further. And there are links in the description where you can message me and book in a free video call to see if we'd be a good fit. You can sign up for a free account with Coinly using the link in the description to this video, which is one of the best automated crypto tax platforms out there. If you're looking for more specific crypto tax advice based on your personal circumstances, as I said earlier, I've partnered with a leading UK crypto tax company in Miner, which is part of the company Nephos, that offers other services such as wealth management, restructuring, offshoring, etc. And as I said, I'll leave a link to contact them directly in the description to this video. If you're based in the US and are looking for specific crypto tax advice based on your personal circumstances, I've partnered with a leading US crypto tax company in crypto tax audit. And again, I'll leave a link to contact them directly in the description to this video. I've also included a link to Trezor's website in the description for anyone looking for one of the best hardware wallets or cold storage out there, with 2 new models in the Trezor Safe 3 and Trezor Safe 5 that I actually did a video on that you can find the link to here and in the description. Linked with that, we're pleased to have partnered with the #1 best-selling crypto seed phrase storage in CryptoTag, and I've included a link to their official website in the description of this video for anyone looking to protect their seed phrase, which is vital. And finally, if you're looking for a portfolio tracker for your crypto portfolio, then I've included a link to CoinStats in the description of this video, which is the leading crypto and Bitcoin tracker on the market. And if you found this content interesting, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel, as it really does help. And have a great day.